What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome to the WARFRAME video. So, we're going to be having a Helminth Sevagoth video today, which is going to be going over a really fun synergy, which I've actually talked about in previous videos, but we're going to go in-depth on it today. But before we get into it, we actually have a sponsor for today's video. One of the first sponsors of any of our videos ever. We're going to be going over that briefly, and if you want to check out this cool product, there will be a quick clip for you right here. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. We'll go over Sevagoth. So let's quickly talk about Opera GX, the sponsor of today's video. So it's actually a gaming browser, which is honestly a new thing altogether as far as I'm concerned. So it's going to be focused on PC gamers, and it's going to have lots of really cool functionality and customization, guys. This thing is actually pretty awesome, to be honest. You can log in through your Twitch account. It's going to show you when all your favorite streamers are live. You can implement Discord in here as well. So if you're in the server, you can see when people are talking about whatever they're talking about. There's also going to be honestly, tons of customization. There's also this thing called the GX controller, which will help you limit how much specific tabs are taking up as far as PC usage and network usage. So you can have like a bunch of tabs open and not really taxing your computer too much. So this thing is actually really awesome, guys. You can also implement whatever music service you're using. They got YouTube Music, Spotify, and honestly, the amount of customization here is insane. Like, I put Discord and Twitch on here. You can do Facebook Messenger, I think Instagram, all that kind of stuff, and like you can even change the sounds of when you're clicking on things in this browser. Additionally, if you click on the link on below, you can actually download it through the channel and support the channel along the way by clicking that link. There's also lots of, you can add your own custom wallpapers. This thing has a built-in VPN. A browser with a built-in VPN? Like, that is awesome. And it's free. The VPN is free. So I'd say if you want to, give it a shot. I'm probably going to switch to it as my full-time browser after this video's done. And, you know, like there's even more features. I'm just listing off a couple features I found clicking through it for a couple minutes here, guys. There's the music button right there. So definitely give it a shot down below. And I will see you in the video. Let's get back to it. Alright, thank you very much to Opera GX for sponsoring the video. It honestly is a pretty cool browser. I'm not even, like, off the script. It's a pretty cool browser. I do enjoy it. And I think it's nice to have, like, a gaming command center for when you get home from work, you get home from school, whenever you want to jump into that gaming situation. It's a good place. It's a browser. Alright, so Helminth Sevagoth today. What is the ability? Well, it's going to be Silence from Banshee. Now, the reason that you want to use Silence from Banshee on Helminth, at least I consider it really good, is you can get some hilarious stunning of enemies with this situation here. So we've got Banshee's third ability, or I guess it's Banshee's third ability, but it's on Sevagoth's second ability. We replaced we've replaced So with Silence, and it will make it so there's an area of effect around you, which will stun enemies for a period of time. It will also make them take stealth damage from melee weapons, which is really good. You'll see stealth, you'll see yellow damage over time numbers when you are using Silence on an enemy. It's like a slash proc. So combine that with Gloom, Sevagoth's third ability, and the enemies are a giant joke, especially if you have a good amount of strength on your build. So with this is a modified version of my normal Umbra build for Sevagoth. We're going a little bit higher into strength because depending when this video comes out, they're actually supposed to be buffing the energy drain of Gloom to make it more reasonable. So you don't need to run 170% efficiency all the time. So just one efficiency mod should be fine. Or maybe even just running Hunter Adrenaline should be fine. So yeah, that's great. It will give you more space in your build to fit on more stuff. So as you can see right here, we fit on some more power strength. If you're using Growing Power, another 25%. They'll be nearly maximum slow. Maybe not entirely, but pretty close to maximum slow with this build. And they're also going to be stunned. So let's show the hilarity in effect, alright? We'll summon in some Heavy Gunners and Bombards with no invincibility active. And we're going to use the slow, stun them with the 2. And now, as you can see right here, yeah, that guy's unstunned. Well, he shouldn't take many hits because he's taking stealth damage from melee weapons. As you can see, the Heavy Gunners on the front are still, like, they're halfway through the stun animation. And yeah, I'm not even moving, really. So, as you can see right here, things get a little bit crazy for you. And it kind of feels like cheating, honestly. Like, I was playing a mission, and I got corrupted. If you get corrupted on Sevagoth, if you didn't know this, the corruption buff in relic missions gives you double power strength and double range for the duration. So, it just makes you have the maximum slow percentage, even with a lower power strength build, and have a huge range you're covering. So, yeah, it is kind of unfair. It also works on Demolus in disruption missions. Not the silence, but the slowing attack, the gloom, that does work on Demolus. So, really good stuff. I mean, you don't even need to run health mods in this situation. Now, if an enemy was unstunned, they would be able to destroy us with their guns. But if you're actively playing and not just trying to show how funny it is, like right now, you're never gonna get hit. Honestly, like we're just using a Pangolin Prime. There's a stealth slash proc right there. One hit, he's probably dead. I didn't even CO proc him really. So stealth damage again. Super dead. This is with the wrong Bane mod too. We have a Bane of the Grenier, and these are corrupted. So yeah. That's going to be basically what I want to recommend to you. Now, the build customization is definitely there. Let's put the correct Bane mod on here as well. So, like, I'd say use a slash base weapon with condition overload, all that kind of stuff. You know how it is nowadays. We'll see if we end up getting any gun changes to make stuff like that more viable. But slash procs, and then this is really where the customization comes into play. I'd say run a decent amount of duration just so you don't have to recast Silent all the time. But depending on how good the energy drain becomes on Sevagoth's Gloom, it might be viable to not run a streamline at all, or just to, you can maybe stay with max efficiency. If you want to go like an endurance setup, we'll probably have to do a shield getting cheese setup. But yeah, this honestly works great. Rolling guard, in case you get a slash proc on you want to get rid of. And yeah, let's just use the correct Bane mod now. And now I'm turning on invincibility, because who needs invincibility when you are a complete cheeser? Alright, let's get that combo built up. And we'll get some gameplay on the screen as well. Because I actually played this in Mission, and it's really, really good. It is honestly hilariously good. So, yeah, let's get into that gameplay footage. And let's talk about how I feel about Sevagoth. Well, first off, guys, I do think that Sevagoth is probably one of the best frame releases that they have done. Probably since Gauss. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments. Do you feel like there was been a better frame release since Gauss compared to Sevagoth? Because if you think about it, we had like what? Gauss that came out, and then it was Grendel, I think, was after him. Grendel's release wasn't great. He required a couple buffs for people to like not complain about him, and people still complain about Grendel. And then after that, I'm trying to remember who it was. Protea. Protea had like, I think she had an ammo issue in her turret at release, where it was like people thought the turret was bad. Now the turret's really good because people complained and they buffed it. And then after Protea, I believe it was Lavos. Lavos is a good frame, but people still complain about him too, and he probably still needs some buffs in a lot of people's eyes as well. And then we got to Sevagoth, which, you know, Sevagoth is the homie. I really like him a lot. He's still my favorite frame. And, you know, before Gauss, it was like, I think it was like Wisp and all of them. So, like, there's been a couple good frame releases in the last couple years, but this has been one where it's like, I don't really think he needs buffs. A lot of people felt like his energy drain was aggressive, and I can kind of agree with that a little bit. But yeah, like they're already changing it. They're already making it so Sevagoth's drain is lower. So, you know, real good stuff. I can't complain about it. I kind of wish that his 2 maybe did a little bit more damage, but then again, you can build a bunch of strength, and it does percentage damage with a debuff, so it's really not a big deal. So, overall, having a good time, having a real good time. I'm enjoying it. It's revitalized me wanting to run longer missions. I'm looking to run a level cap Sevagoth mission coming out pretty soon. So we'll see when that ends up coming out. It might come out a couple days after this. Just the thing is, level cap missions take like, you know, a good 2-3 hours or longer if you're doing a different mission than Disruption. So, you know, we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, I'm definitely digging him. I kind of wish that he came with like another weapon. Like the Epitaph is cool, but if he came with like a rifle or a melee, that would be fun as well. Maybe if it was actually good too. So yeah, guys, I hope that you found this build helpful. I'd say definitely give this a shot. We could try Breach Surge some other time too. But I do like this one the most, especially for a melee-focused playstyle. Also, keep in mind, while you're in the Sevagoth Shadow form, the silence is still active. So if you want stealth multipliers on your claws, how's that sound? Stealth, I mean, it already does enough damage to probably one-shot level cap, but think about it like that. Want some more damage on your claws too? Let's get that built up and we'll just quickly show that. Overall, you know, he is the coolest in my opinion, but I also have a very specific opinion on things that are very edgy, to be honest. So, the fact that Sevagoth is the edgelord frame, he's right up my alley. So we just built up our shadow meter here, and let's just take a look at the stealth damage on the heavy attack. So we're gonna unpause them, And let's do it. Alright, silence. They're basically stunned forever. Growing power to make it so we do more damage. And I mean, that would have probably happened without silence, to be honest. But now they're super dead. Don't you like when things are super dead? I do. Alright guys, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Peace.